The Swede. Previously, continued adventures in securing the New World. As our territories of Hansland and Sigvardia continue to expand and coalesce into appreciable overseas possessions. Numerous patriotic victories for freedom and enlightenment over the hated Britain, with the liberation of many a Scot and several Irish. Wait, Portugal, when did you get this back? When did you get anything back from the Spaniards? That's confounding. You are perhaps not as invincible as you believe, Spain. You'll get yours. Anyway, Netherlands have continued to grow appreciable on the mainland. Poland, having taken Lithuania and many other places, has transubstantiated into Commonwealth. You know, the Poland, Lithuania, Estonia, Latvia, Ukraine, etc. Commonwealth. Commonwealth, comma, the. Yeah, actually, yeah, they were fighting Commonwealth. That probably beat some land out of them. So yeah, Spaniards doing well. Austria remains alarming. The Pope continues to exist as a substantial temporal power. Ottomans are in decline, getting thoroughly pushed back by the Austrians. Wave after wave of conflict. There have been a few of the first signs of Euro powers starting to get their hooks into the Far East. Let's see, yeah, there's a little Portuguese colony there. That's more of Brunei. Korea doing quite well. Ming still present and stable, confounding as that is. And internally, we now rest under the reign of Queen Ulrika Eleonora I of House Vasa, who presides over a parliament, for we have adopted a constitution. We now possess, as a country, some semblance of democracy by which laws are passed. Let us go forward. So yes, our alliance with Commonwealth remains healthy, but under dubious circumstances. They keep letting other belligerents in other wars walk across them into our land and cause immense trouble. During our last conflict with the British, the Burgundians were permitted to walk all the way to Finland and caused a great degree of trouble, murdering our entire manpower reserve in the process, and suggesting that we maybe could use some land fighting ideas of a sort. We will investigate these possibilities. Let's keep some pressure on this Emperor of Spain. Several more debts to repay. A lot of recovering to do. What's our active colonial effort right now? There should be one. In progress. We're about to land somebody there to help finish off closing the coast. Just to have a few more flecks of land to secure in order to have the shore on lockdown, then we'll kind of zoop over and start dealing with the bay. So, we need to recover, we need to revamp some of how we do the shootmans. I'm thinking I will devote our remaining 2 idea slots to military-related stuff. Like quality and maybe defense? Quality and defense, or quality and offense. They both contain quite powerful stuff. Quality also meshes further with boat advancing, as it will make our boats tougher and more zealous, and suffer less attrition. Building a good, strong boat. Oh, there's a California here. Whose is this? This is the Spaniards. And a regency is in place. Our dear queen has passed. There is now a council looking over young Johann. A terribly adequate regency council. Long may it not rock the boat. So that is a strong Spanish California, and what is... Okay, that's another locals. The Haida. So, other events in the New World, there is this persistent blob of English down here, in the form of the 13 colonies, who have now managed to add up to... 9, with 3 more on the way. So getting closer, you're almost living up to your name. We have formally allied ourselves with the Iroquois, though. We have made them a protectorate of ours in order to oversee them and hopefully build a healthy buffer state. And meanwhile, on the other side of things, a new Scotland is forming down hereabouts. Disconnected from the Spanish Florida. We may need to see about encouraging some of these new Spains to distance themselves from old man Spain and try to live their own lives. Continue the spread of freedom. 55 liberty desire in Spanish Brazil. I would love to encourage that rebellious streak. They would not accept our support for independence. Out of a belief that we're kind of... Will, however, encourage them to flip off the old man. Did quite well for us, historically. To move out of your alleged overlord's basement and live your own life of adventure. The Caribbean is currently dominated by an independent Haiti that broke away from the British. King Frederick Butler styles himself as King of the Isles. There's also an independent Colombia here. We have these two are a couple of weird early independent New Worlders, polity-wise, and plenty of the larger native groups have managed to hold together for a bit. The Dutch have decided to get their hooks into the farthest south of the Americas. We wish them luck. Oh yeah, Haiti has been gripping the mainland and fighting it out with the Colombians. Interesting. Okay, Parliament successfully passed a bill about quartering troops that will help with many things over the years to come. This is a Spanish Peru. Someday it will be free. I should also try to keep track of my own liberty desire in my various subjects, as that will slowly build over the course of the campaign for its own reasons. Bleed off some of my admin build-up. And clear that loan. And extend the other one. Estate problems. Let's see. And some privileges. Let Holstein be happy, bleed some legitimacy, get taxes, but irritate the burghers. They're quite happy right now, though. Yeah, it'll be alright. In a couple of years, I'm going to be switching from my council to Lil Johann. In fact, you also owe me money. Collect them back taxes. Burn off this national debt. Yeah, Commonwealth has essentially taken the role that Russia would usually play in a given campaign: strategic balance. Russia plus. They seem like unlikely to try any colonizing out east. They haven't done much to aggress against, like, the Khanates out here. And they have taken exploration ideas. They may go full Russia. If it so pleases them. Time will tell. There we go. Doing a fine job of continuing to agitate the Spanish Brazilians. May they one day cast off their horrid overseas oppressors and breathe free. Pope currently controlled by Mainz, of all places. Stayed pretty steady at 4 cardinals for a while. Austria is fighting France, Brunswick, and Commonwealth. Well, probably wasn't able to join. Let's see. Milanese conquest of Savoy. Yeah, we are like a third-hand party in this, so we wouldn't be able to be called in by Alliance Chain, even if the Poles wanted to. This is primarily a fight between tiny France and Milan, and their respective webs of large friends. We have no hooks directly into that area. Wait, the British also went after the Congo. Although that is currently going a bit sideways for them. That's what you get. We got a Spanish Madagascar over here. $6,000 debt left to burn through. A colony of the Papal State. Colonialism by Pope. Pope, what have you done? Our focus remains in the north. A Kazakh civil war. That may end poorly for you. The Pope still needs to defeat Milan in order to become they have a nation they can form called like the Kingdom of Heaven or something. When they swap themselves over from being the papacy and land owned by the papacy to, you know what, we're just a godland. It's just like a fictional thing to have as an option for a successful pope. However, Milan is friend of Austria, and Austria will absolutely not tolerate any further expansion of the pope. Hence, I should befriend the Pope. Your Holiness, my greetings. Tell me of your adventures in the far Africa. Oh yeah, the Netherlands are an elector in the HRE. Probably because they are one of the few remaining Catholic countries in the HRE. They kind of took that whole Protestantism is on the downslide there. Regular blue is actually mostly stamped out on the mainland. Used to be much more substantial. Now it's just a couple of guys. Light blue remains alive and well in the Isles and in Milan. We tolerate the existence of a bunch of blue under our reign, just because we're kind of chill about that. Like, hey, the royalty is Catholic, but that doesn't mean any of you gotta worry about that. Regular folk. Just, you know, render unto Caesar and so forth. Separation of church from state with regards to taxes. And it will be until 1706 before I can start a new debate. For now, we got that nice land maintenance cut. Alright, our agent has been bounced out of Burgundy for a while. We'll have to find something new for them to do. Perhaps continue to seek ways to better our friendship with the Holy See. They're very close to being willing to sign on to an alliance. They can just consider us kind of far away. Good. Let's see. Let me go. Yeah. Alright, I've already managed my attitude and told them that we're okay with you. I, the human, am friendly towards you, AI. Yes, our noble estate is no more. We are not beholden to such arcane ideas as... Archaic ideas. Arcane and archaic. Our wizard nobility is no more. No more of this hereditary landed elite class. Instead, people rich enough to run a political campaign in a selection of areas within our borders convince people to put their name on a piece of paper and send them to Stockholm to vote on issues. Parliament spent a very long time basically being theocracy by another name. Just a form, or aristocracy by another name. Just a more formal and structured place for rich men to argue about what to do with the country. Like the whole two-tier system that exists in a lot of democracies is descended from a division of a lower house that's elected by the masses and an upper house made of rich old white men who can veto anything that the elected body tries to pass that they don't like. That is the foundation of that whole house-and-house system. Our council of elected wizards. Yeah, emissary to the Pope. Keep that influence running. And what is... oh, one of our advisors is dead. He will need replacing. Let's see. Prestige, I'm feeling alright about. Reputation is fine. Could I do have some inflation to bleed off. Sure, let's forgive some financial instruments and... there. Shelter our ports for easy boat repair. Alright, the flavor of this event is historical text that's entirely divorced from what we are up to. So, yeah, sure, I'll take some autonomy bleed until the Regency Council ends next year, when Johann is old enough to hold the scepter and open Parliament. We cannot consider ourselves an empire until either I cave in and do the Form Scandinavia decision, which I don't want to do, or I build the country up to a total of 1,000 points of development within our borders. Which is not as hard as it would sound if we went about, like, building universities and other such things in the right places. Now let's autonomy spike. This administration is not so petty as to concern itself with a lot of fine fiddly bits of strict centralizing. We will allow the frontier to be as it is. We gave them a seat in Parliament somewhere, one of these provinces. Yeah, let's do it. Has a seat in Parliament. Not give Karelia a seat. Devastland has a seat for the Finns. Neva has a seat for the Russian. Yeah. They have plenty of representation. I think we gave the Sami a seat. Let's fish around and see. No. Kola, no. If they don't have a seat, I will correct this grave error as soon as I can. Oh, right. They're under the control of the estates. That's what's going on there. They don't have a seat in Parliament because they have a bunch of local administration going on via the theocracy. We let the church just kind of do as it pleases in the far north. British Columbia, not to be confused with British Columbia. Alright, Pope. Are we gonna do this? Not small enough to be just proclaimed. Olden Slesvig. What are these peasants doing? Stop that. Return to your homes. Go be productive. And the mandate is cleared. Wait, too many relations, why? Had space for... Oh, I had space for 6 because my previous ruler was so skilled. Damn. Now I'm overstretched on diplomacy. Just a little bit. I can afford to dip into me cash reserve to grab a diploman. So that's the case. Where? All right, there's my commerce patrol fleet. Well, one of them, and then I have another over here. Hard at work in the North Sea and in Lubeck, securing my interests. I'm going to cancel that access with the Pope. That is not called for at this time. I was hasty. We'll get back to you on that, Your Holiness. So, suppose... Well, I can't even hypothesize about war right now. Stuck under Regency as I am. Right, 2 more years. It's 16 or 15. It's some small. It's a teen year. At which Johann Vasa will ascend and be slightly better than the council preceding him. Spain does not have a Habsburg. Spain is under their own rule. The Austrians are Habsburgs. Commonwealth actually... oh no. Yeah, that's still a Habsburg. Just a Habsburg with a long name. Zygmunt Kazimierz von Habsburg. Probably a map for those. For what it's worth. Political... Yeah, dynastic map. What do we got? Habsburgs in gray, all about there. Rooks, Stuarts. Yeah, for the most part, dynastic ties are pretty fragmented. Largely looks to be like everybody has his own the zoo here. That's a powerful zoo. Otherwise, kind of all over the place. And plenty of non-dynastic states. Inside there are several holes. Yeah, Milan here is a republic. Mainz is a bishopric. Likewise, Wurzburg. Netherlands has their weird Dutch Republic thing going on. Let's keep on those ideas. Pope is of course Pope and does what as it pleases. Yeah, the Commonwealth has managed to escape their electoral system and now just is a regular monarchy. Centralizing of authority, and tiny France still lives, for now. They are currently getting their face beat. The new king. And with him, the right to start sniffing for war. Austria would defend these guys. But Netherlands would help. Austria would also defend these guys. And Netherlands would help. Let's see though. That brings Brandenburg and Bremen, who are among the less big states out here. Yeah, Brandenburg is just that little dot there. This would bring Silesia, Pomerania, and Bohemia, which is a slightly larger sum of territories. Of the two, I suppose I'd go after Hamburg first. They also don't involve each other in the fighting. So it'd be one and then the other. Yes, there is Spanish Wales there. Well, Spanish Cornwall. Wales is up here. How outrageous am I feeling about this? Will we be home by Christmas if we just go down there and boot some faces in? Well, by the next Christmas, since this Christmas is about to, there it goes. Oh, Cornwall is also considered Welsh. Alright. Well, Cornwall is Cornish. Cornwall is Cornish. Cornwall, Bredons. I will at all times preemptively apologize for any misidentifying of various regional divides within parts of the world where I don't live. This game has made that province Welsh. Wales itself is no longer Welsh. Wales in exile, Cornwall, the New Wales, south of Wales. The Corn Whales. Austria still, but they are still busy fighting Commonwealth. This may be the time. Get all the troops into position in Holstein. Ready the fight boats. Get the army fully fed. Just a perfectly ordinary training exercise over here. Yep, just practicing. Perfectly ordinary diplomatic action whereby... Gonna roll this nerd. And... I no longer have the aristocracy to pump for a quick general. I would have to recruit regular-wise or send young Johann out into the field with no legal heir behind him. Don't worry, we got 60,000 yet. We'll figure it out. Just small business. Just delegate. You outnumber the hamburgers 6-1. You'll figure it out. Alright, who all has gotten involved on the other side? Hamburg, Austria, and Spain and friends. Wow. That's a development. That brings a navy into the picture. That will get rude. Perilously rude. Were the Spaniards busy with anything else before that? Wait, on what grounds are the Spanish getting involved here? They weren't on the list of allies. Did I forget to read people who were proclaiming guarantees? Or friends of friends? Whatever, I just need to break them directly. This will not take long. Home by Christmas. Portuguese Australia exists. Huh. Good day. As a co-belligerent, Austria has been allowed to call talent. Damn, that's powerful. Well, fight more guys. And there's the Dutch and the Holsteinians having themselves a fight off on the side. How is this fort so tough? 7 ranks. Alright, let's just add some small boat to the... Wait, those are transports. Transports, you stay at home. Small boats, you join the blockade. In fact, rest of the small boats also join the blockade so that you can work together. I can call my allies. Alright, if it escalated, it escalated. Everybody in. Who wants a piece? Scottish America, alive and well. Let me get the diplomacy map here. So New Spain, California, but not Brazil. Are you? Yes, Brazil is rebelling! Wonderful. Are any of the other Spanish colonies feeling dicey about their dead? New Spain 33, California 34. It's happening again. This layer of arrows, it'll clean up eventually. Perhaps it is fixed in the patch I will install after this campaign is over. Be free. A Brazilian rebellion will help keep the Spaniards a little distracted. Alright, have more of our boats arrived. They're getting there. And they are bringing my admiral? Yes, they are. Well done, boat force. Alright, much better. Now we make the progress. Oh yeah, I've heard lots of great things about the new DLC and look forward to exploring its features. However, that would require leaving this campaign, which I really also want to see through to the end. It has great potential. So it looks like I've started myself a bit of a world war over hamburger? The Great Burger War? Colony self-sustaining. Good. Congratulations. Alright, there's 40,000 Austrians over there who are coming after me with a quite good and alarming general. Also, 40,000 Milanese from the other side. Holland, where did you go? Where is your army, Holland? Netherlands, what happened to your army? You have an army. I can see it there on the stats page. Where did you send it? You were right here a minute ago. What are you doing in... Get out of Denmark. Get back here and join the fighting, you assholes. Okay, the Milanese got here first. They're having a less than great opening round, but this is going to swing very badly very soon. Yeah, here come the Austrians. There goes the casualty ratio. Yeah, let's be not here. Guys, army. Yeah, duck out. We were actually able to do similar amounts of damage during that fight. I should hire a general. My army tradition is garbage. But, yeah, I should hire, 1 and 3. It's better than nothing. Right, how far are you retreating? Just to Stockholm. Okay, reasonable. I can work with that. The console opening was the result of overlap between the hotkey I use to mute OBS from time to time, so that we don't catch miscellaneous sound of housemates discussing things in the hallway. A collision of interface which I have yet to resolve for purposes of Paradox games. Someday I might move that button. Who knows? Sven hard. I could stand to demolish some of my old forts. Man, we are actually stacking up to similar quantities of soldiers to this Grand Alliance, and that's a little worrying. That the Spaniards and the Austrians working together aren't able to bring in quite that many guys. Just needs me, Scotland, and the Dutch. Alright, we're back. This time with leadership. Siege that fort. Probably that Commonwealth War has concluded. New child, Christian. 543. Pretty good kid. He's got fighting eyes. Burgundy is involved in that weird. This escalated quite quickly. All the world envies us. Stay safe over there, Netherlands. Fighting eyes, but he could use a fighting brain and limbs. You kinda need a fighting all of you. Netherlands will roll with those punches. They got this. My friend. Right, the Burgundians had their weird, unstoppable super army that caused me so much mysterious and confusing pain, and now they're being backed up by more Austrians. Fuck these guys. Dutch AI would just recognize that that siege is the only thing that matters in this war. How did Hamburg get to America? I suppose someone else occupied that and then transferred ownership to Hamburg, owing to their status as technical leader of the alliance. I can call the polls. Commonwealth, to my side. Into the gates of hell, Commonwealth, let's go. Alright, confidence restored, we got this. Forward, Svenhard. The enemy is relatively distracted. Alright, throw some more taxes on the table. That stabilizes the budget. Commonwealth, heave to, dive in here and give them what for. Hundreds of thousands will die, all for Burg. I do not have a way to get panic bursts of manpower without the aristocracy. I could hire mercenaries with the cash I have available. That feels reasonable, especially since I actually, yeah, I do have a bit of spare support limit as well, so they wouldn't even be overcost mercenaries, just regular kind. That damn Burgundian king. He's a crafty one. Alright, get the mercs together. Don't pat the front line. Oh, hello, Poland. Nice of you to join us, good friend Commonwealth, dearest of all my brothers, eternal ally in the struggle for freedom. Fellow guardian of democracy. Yeah, I'm fine with miscellaneous skirmishes going on over there. There's really no concern of mine. Come on in, guys. Let's have ourselves a clusterfuck. How did that go so badly? Commonwealth, are you... No, you're Western group. 24 Miltech. How do we keep bouncing off these engagements? Let's go deeper in on mercenaries. Discontent among burgs. Show them the error of their ways. Let's see. Currently down 22,000 manpower. Go ahead and continue privatizing the army. At least my blockade has stayed uncontested this whole time. Alright, that's brought us down to 14,000 man debt. Oh, perhaps pressure on the Spanish colonies would eventually cause them to relent. What would it take to convince Spain to fuck off? How enthusiastic are they about this? 41 points off of a truce. The Burgundians are 34 points off of a truce. The Austrians themselves, 106. They are in it for the long haul. And let's see if the other powers involved. Brandenburg, Bremen, Milan. Milan is 39 points. Brandenburg, 23. And what of these is Bremen? Alright, they've entered my territory. I must respond. All vicious-like. Or they're wandering off. What's the Pope doing up here? The Pope is fighting Spain and Austria. Rather, Austria is also fighting... Oh. Austria is also fighting Spanish Brazil. The Pope is friend of Brazil? Maybe? Yes, the Pope is supporting Brazilian independence from Spain. Marvelous. Perhaps they can be worn down if their colonies continue to fuss. Like, say, the New Spaniards. Neo-Spain. Alright, there's another substantial battle going on over there. God, Wurzburg, where'd you get that general? Where'd you get that 561? Want to meet that man. Want that man to tell my men how to stand in line and shoot. What are your ideas, Hamburg? They have innovative. They will be able to tank war exhaustion. Most rude. Right, yeah, I want the boat tech first, then the boat idea. I'm not sure the exact chain of events that brought these... Well, Austria is here because they were obligated as emperor, and quite happy to oblige that obligation because they hate me. And it looks like they do have a direct alliance with Spain. A large country is usually willing to ally with at least one other large, where appropriate. My rivals. Quite fortunate that they've made no attempt to contest our naval control. Ah, this is about to get rude. About to get quite rude. Rudeness ensues. Ferdinand II. In most ways, a tactical equal to Svenhard. Sven, your dice. Right, bail out, Sven. Sven, you're useless. There is no dropping ideas that are complete. That is an extreme waste of power. Do I have any morale-boosting policies? Leader shock. Mercenary cost. The only directly applicable land combat ones. Doom strikes Tarascan. It happens. Defensive would give some extra morale. For land army. The British attacking the Spaniards is also good news. If any two of these large powers can be convinced to fuck off, then we will gain some semblance of stability. You keep one diplomat on deck for flash negotiations as they become feasible. Spain is starting to exhaust. They are now 34 points off of considering a truce. The Hanslanders are putting up a valiant fight out in New Spain. And the Brazilians continue their war of independence. I can only hope that the ongoing violence tempts more powers into engaging the Austrians, or the Spaniards, or the Burgundians. Alright, there we go. I had spotted a sizable ball of friendly soldiers out here in the Netherlands and lost track of them. I had worried they'd been destroyed somehow, but there they are. Fighting a good fight, hopefully. And here comes Hamburg again. Hamburg, also the Burgundians. See if I can lure them into attacking me on an island. Come on, follow me, Burgundy. Fight me. Over here. Face the ocean. Or if I can otherwise, like, wiggle around to keep them distracted. If my clever maneuvers can distract them from other fronts of the war, then so be it. Come on, Commonwealth, Netherlands, please, do this. Just win. You got this. You got them, we got this. And at this point we have kind of unflinching naval superiority. My mercenary count is pretty robust at this point, and at the limits of what I could sustain in terms of current war budget. I'm gonna stay at that level for now. Hey, Hamburg managed to pick up some exhaustion. Good. That unrelenting perfect blockade might finally add up on them. Spanish colonies are all getting fussy. Wurzburg. Where are you, Wurzburg? Would you like to truce? Would you like to hopefully set some precedent for some kind of cascade? There you are, Wurzburg. 26 points away. That pesky war score is working against me. They can make a reasonable argument that technically they are winning this war for now. Burgundy, how do you feel about this war? 19 points, they're getting close. They're getting close, and they're a country I've been able to keep sowing discontent in. I'm not sure if I have a way of viewing their legitimacy to see if that's doing most of its job. Let me... oh, no, not that. Yes. Country... where would I go to see legitimacies? I'm not sure if I have a place for it. Unless I had somewhere where I could view a number of theirs that's dependent on legitimacy, and then I could infer. If I went and looked at a province's unrest, say, or exhaustion, discontent, legitimacy minus 0.02, whereas at full legitimacy-ish, alright, so they're near half legitimacy by the looks of it, judging by drop 1 point of unrest at 75. Shipyard is on fire. Unpleasant. There, I have a more thorough picture. Yeah, that 3 unrest from the discontent is also helping. Yeah, so probably got their legitimacy running fairly low. You guys are healthy. I have very little reconnaissance of the Austrians are healthy in terms of legitimacy, despite my efforts. So the war is going far less decisively than had been hoped, seeing that we're now 4 years in and engaged in a bloody stalemate slash slow loss. Earnest ability to get 10 trade efficiency, or 5 trade efficiency and 10 trade range for the rest of the campaign, sure. That's value. Alright, so, Bremen, you're in here somewhere. There's Bremen. Yeah, Bremen. There's Bremen. Bremen, would you like out of this war? 2 points away from backing out of this war. Holstein's ruler has died over the course of this conflict. Hello, Karl Ludwig. Next Duke of Holstein. Free wedding, yeah. Don't worry, we'll have your palace liberated shortly. In the meantime, marry my cousin. That's a lot of Spaniards. $32.20 points away. Stress is building on them. If I can just kind of wait it out until most of their allies drop. Supposing my own allies don't drop as well, but that's looking unlikely. The Commonwealth and the Netherlands are both seeming relatively enthusiastic. There we go. Switch to a cheaper minister on the trade front. That frees up cash. Cash which can turn into mercenaries. Time for war bonds. These burrows are rotting. I'm okay with that. I can work with that. That is an amount of autonomy change. Just looking at our arbitrary province, yeah, we get more autonomy reduction from sheer government type than that costs, so I'm okay with it. For the most part, we're now 2 regiments over a support limit. Holstein, why do you insult me? On the day of my daughter's wedding. Holstein, who has always been most dear and close of my brothers. Since the time of our forefathers. Shameful. No, I'll keep this together. I am now a mere 1 regiment over support limit. I can accept that and work with it. Hey, Spaniards at 24. Burgundians at 80! Wow, well, because a fight is going on right now. Alright, so you're now actual level of engagement. 17! It is trending down. They are running out of steam. 21. So, yes, the Netherlands have been largely, or the Scots have been sustaining a blockade of them for a while. Alright, here come the Austrians again. Here comes the Ferdinand. I guess it's time to fight. Guess it's time for you to ruin my continued attempts to re-besiege my friendly land. Wait, this time... Alright, show me the battle. Show me the Svenhard. Show me this Wolfram Farber from Wurzburg. That's another pretty good general there. Wolfram. But this time will be different? It's not different at all. The usual, we do good damage, but then we run out of morale. Look at that, we killed more of them than we took in exchange. And a bunch of those losses are from expendable mercenaries, whose lives are meaningless. War economy. And my large boats out to blockade the Netherlands, or the Burgundians. British, are you still trying to... British peaced out, why'd you do that? You had them. You had them by the bits. $16. What if I bribed you? Is there enough gold in all of Sweden? No. No, because if you were winning things, you have actual tangible things you want. Oh wait, how about Milan? You're getting a bit of a 20. You're more invested than the other guys. Gotta keep shopping around looking for the weak link in this alliance. Bremen? Bremen, would you like a peace? Peace can happen any day now, Bremen. There we go. Reorganization around private regiments complete. How much blockade do I need? We're up here. What blockade? Each of these has 66 points of blockade. Yeah, enough to demand both of them. Unfortunate. I think we're keeping this war big enough that our enemy remain overextended. The strongest elements of that army can't be everywhere at once. Hamburg offers a peace, to which I reply with a gun. An AI in my position would have low enthusiasm. As a human, I am unflappable. I am beyond the reach of machine logic. Here in year 5 of the Great Burg War. Commonwealth peaced with Hamburg. Fuck off. Why do I even call you friend? Where the fuck are you going? Oh, right. Fortresses obstructing my movement. I couldn't walk through this if I wanted to. Alright, fight me. 37,000 Austrians. Perhaps against so small a slice of you, we'll be able to achieve some faint, scant scrap of a moral vitino. Fucking Austria. You say you want concessions other than gold, but you don't. I can look at the list of everything else I could offer you and see that you don't want anything. You would settle for the complete disassembly of my alliance network. Well, if I were to put that on the... wait. Alright, I think I just offered a nothing by mistake. Which, of course, they reject. Please return my diplomat. Scotland pieces out. Alright, they're 59 points into this. Wait till August until I could draft an actual attempt at convincing the Burgundians to fuck off. Spain and its colonies are a substantial portion of the enemy army. It would not take that without reparate. What if instead? Yeah, just a small lump sum of gold. Rather than an ongoing deal of reparations. Remove Spain. There, we have bribed Spain successfully. In 10 years, we can attempt to reforge that alliance if necessary. Or perhaps seek out a new, different, better alliance with some sort of non-jerks who appreciate us. Pope. My brother. Alternatively, once the war is over, I could consider doing a 180 on the Spaniards. Perhaps we are not so different, you and I, Spain. Surely this war has proven that there is no true grievance between our peoples. As a show of good faith, I will stop trying to convince your colonies to continue rebelling against you. Well, I'll also cancel this. I don't need to start on that right away. I'd rather have diplomats continue sniffing around for betrayal within the enemy bloc. Alright, they're down to 10. Oh, freeze time. Why is this gold even sitting here? I want to look at the list of everything I could offer you to shut you up. Nope, reparations they'd feel insulted over. What if I stopped protecting the Iroquois? Does that... they don't have anything they want. Just gotta keep wearing them down. See if I can outlast. Alright, so the other members of this team... Brunswick is not one of them. Where's Burg? Where's Burg? How enthusiastic are you? 17 points enthusiastic. How do you feel about the Iroquois? You don't. It's just my weird, abstract chip that I could throw on the pile. Hypothetically, someone somewhere on the other side of the ocean would be free. I would be relaxing my influence over something, and you would be responsible. Feel good about that. Holstein's kind of been nothing but trouble for me since I formed it and started trying to feed it. Every time I seek to embiggen Holstein, something goes terribly wrong. Keep up them vortex. Bremen. Dear, sweet little free city of Bremen, you are still not ready to yield. You fuckers. Alright, so hey, Hamburg. Just talking to you directly here, Bergs. What if no Holstein? Stop time. Time should freeze while we discuss this. What if no Holstein? Okay, that's a good start. No Holstein, you get a little payback for your trouble. Well, it's concessions, I think. Requires release Moscow to be a part of your... What? What would that even constitute? This bit over here would be worth 22. War could have been over so quickly if the Dutch just recognized the importance of this singular, tiny shit-pile city being burned to the ground and joined me in a big, decisive siege pile. Here come the Austrians again. The fucking Austrians. The Burgundians are at -8 now. They are going to crack. Their soldiers make up a sizable percentage of the enemy force. Just to make sure to stop losing fights. Bremen also almost ready to yield, at which point I can redirect more of my ships. Not that that matters much, because without Spain there's no one substantial to blockade without going all the way into the Mediterranean. Just hang on, Netherlands. Just you and me, side by side. The ends of the earth, Netherlands. Any fighting going on in the colonies? No, colonies are peaceful. Since we got the Spaniards out of it. Those occupations are left over from the Spain fight. Wow, look at all these forts. Forts everywhere. Where's Burg at 50? Burgundy is probably also the owner of a little bit of the enemy war score. Side by side until the war is over, at which point I've technically promised to sever diplomatic ties for you from the next decade, but we'll be back later. My people, your people. Alright, they've truced out. Now I stand alone. Just Sweden against the world. Burgers, I need your loyalty. I need you with me in this great struggle. Though, if a bunch of your score was actually against the Dutch, that might just push you closer to surrender. This will finally bring all of the enemy attention against me, for good or ill. Mostly ill. Oh, no, the Scots have been gone for a while. They are not a part of this. Scotland backed off some time ago. Johann VI will not go down in history as the king who lost the Burg War. Yeah, they're probably heading for Midtjylland. Beat them there. No, there's more of them coming. Ooh boy, is there more of them coming. Get out of Hitch Island. Although, how many of them are Burgundians? Many. Very many. 40,000 of them, in fact. Burgundy. How enthusiastic are you about continuing hostilities? 6 points away. Deal that is better than I could expect, that is Give Verona, release Finland and Moscow. Free Holstein. Fuck you. Spite governs my diplomacy. Go on and attrite some more. Bremen. Dear little boy. This better position is going to come from being on the verge of waiting out a couple of the larger components and smaller components of their alliance. Oh, they're just gonna start spamming peace deals, and every one of them will be considered better than I could expect for reasons. What should I do with Parliament? Trade company for a merchant. What kind of cost of my bureaucracy racking up at this point? $7. Bremen has 25% of the war score because of the ticking war score of I have not claimed the city that is my target. Oh wait, how does Bremen? Bremen shouldn't have anything. What are you claiming as war score here? Where is that coming from? Oh no, that's my score against them. I have 25% score on Bremen from having them completely blockaded. Even that still leaves them kind of on considering giving up. Fuck off. Yep, that wasn't expected to gain me anything beyond delaying that siege for a while. Controversial protectionism. Leave. I will gladly boot you from my council and replace you with nothing for now. Brandenburg, you're a part of this war for some reason. You don't want to leave. terribly irritating when you end up in these positions where the AI decides it has nothing that it wants from you, and the thing it might allegedly want it doesn't actually want. Only the opposing AI is willing to be so stubborn. My trusted allies caved easily. My morale recovery is kind of garbage. Let it get out of here a moment. How in all of these disastrous battles involving just about the entirety of my armed forces have I not managed to get any tradition? Out Burgundy, I could force a less rude peace. There's 100,000 enemies. There are cores of Karelia as a state? What? Really? Where? What's a Karelia? Like, I know the area, but what would never and... Yes, when did those emerge? Were those there the whole time? Why don't they include actual Karelia? I kinda like that spread of... That doesn't have me give anything to the Brit. This looks nicer. Why is there a Karelia that doesn't have Karelia in it? That's just weird. I might take this one. Those are all fairly modern, those are manageable places that I could beat up and reclaim. Fucking Burgundy. Alright. Mothball the forts, have that general tortured to death. And resume the trade patrols. The war is over. Wait. What? Okay, those were a bunch of false icons appearing, showing me a bunch of ghost port that don't... Why are... What are these fortress icons doing here? What do they mean? They don't exist. Now these eyesores are here. Fortunately, we have Imperialism as a CB, so I don't need to bother with particular claims on any of them. I can just go beat the shit out of them at my leisure. New colony forms, next colony over there. As we've nearly connected the borders of Sigvardia together. Yeah, this stuff up here is largely undeveloped. They will easily be dealt with. Karelia without Karelia has its one little tough fortress there, but I can bust that as well. Moscow, likewise, they have a fort, I built them. But new Moscow there. Something I can take. Alliance offer from... No. You don't understand the nature of our relationship. I don't recognize your independence. You don't exist. You are a lie spread by deceitful Austrians. That's not the button I want. It is a button I want to push, but not right now. Hey Spain, how you doing, my buddy? We perhaps got off on the wrong foot. And because of that, my clergy want land. There you go. Order. That should be ordered. Come on. What more do you want, clergy? Don't get like that, clergy. You can have all the fjords in the world. And... right, there's no debate in Parliament. I need to start a debate. Ouch. Sailors, letters. Charter trade. I want some cash dollars. I'll spend the army tradition I don't have on buying a bunch of seats. Sure, why not? Not like that can go negative. There we go. For now, bill secure. Time to let manpower fall back together again. Bergs, pay up. We got debts to clear. Dismantle some more frivolous fortresses. Now that I have a feasible navy, I don't need to fortify tiny islands. Especially not with obsolete garbage. Get a stability now, or get 5 production efficiency forever! Reform all the agriculture. Tell me more about how to sort a farm. How long are my truces? Alright, let's do it on a country-by-country basis. 21. Also 21. Also 21. Spain, 12 points away from considering relations. Mind if I access your army? Your landscape? Spain, I just want to say, I consider you a pal. I really don't think we have any particular... I mean, sure, I've done some things, I've said some things, I may have included you on the list of countries which must be forever purged from history, but that's everybody. We say a lot here. It's more, it's just, you say it with friends, it's kind of a joke. You gotta have a sense of humor about diplomacy, Sweden. Spain. Honorary Sweden. Sweden of the West. Commonwealth would be willing to re-sign their alliance as soon as the moratorium on that ends. Austria still despises us for reasons. Clearly, a lot of things got out of hand, words were exchanged, bullets were exchanged, ships were sank, insurrections were plotted, but we gotta put all that behind us. Let's just talk it over. We could split a Britain and discuss this like gentlemen. Take it easy. It's just a prank. Besides, Burgundy must be destroyed. We will never forget your insolence, Burgundy. There will be no peace on earth until the last Burgundian is hung by the entrails of the last Habsburg. Just a prank, Spain. I also want my buddy ship back with the Netherlands. They didn't quite betray me. I can still be friends with them. Look at this Philippe. We must have vengeance for the atrocities committed against us in the Great Burg War. And look at this, Holstein already lost half its territory. You were garbage. You are truced with me until 21 as well. I will end you. All this has proven to me is alliance offer from Spain. My friend! Brother! Brother Spaniard! Alliance support the independence of the 13 colonies. Why, yes, I would. Love to. If you guys are willing to not be the UK, then sure, go for it. There's finally 13 of you. Good job. Spaniard, eternal friend of Sweden. Most beloved of other Catholic monarchies whose names begin with S. Alright, we're up to date on boat tech. Can go ahead and grab more boat idea. Which will save money on my existing boat pile. And get me closer to many precious boat enhancers. And with the various war debts clear, of all the things that war cost me, money was not a big part of it. It wasn't a huge drain on the cash supply. We can continue to develop. Now, Netherlands, how do you feel about... No, you're still good? Alright. If I could get on board with the Spaniards and the Dutch and the Pope, Your Holiness. Austria has become defender of the... Your Holiness, my friend! God is with us. And we are now supporting independence of the 13 colonies against the British. Okay, boats. Go fight. I will not be committing troops to doing anything at all of substance. However, I'm with you, 13 colonies. Give them what for. Okay, substantial English force. Arriving into me small boats that were out on trade patrol. I might seek an opportunity for them to back off. They are taking losses. They will take many losses. Many boats will die. Such is life. Alright, let me hunt down my other trade, but you're over here? Okay. You need to go find a way to rendezvous with the capital ships. And then hopefully together do a violence. 6 of these were destroyed, and they are retreating to Norway. Mouse, please. Get back over here. There's a war on, Mouse. We have important work to do. Rally fleet near Norway. Go ahead and commission a bunch of replacement small boat at the relevant shipyards. I lost what? 7? Yeah, 7. Burgundy has joined this fight. Although Burgundy has no land access. I can just lock them down and then punish their insolence. Let's get you transferred over to somewhere with a proper shipyard for faster recovery. And go blockade London. All the while, I can start gradually rebuilding the regular armies. Let's throw in a military focus on the government. We clearly have need of a lot of refinement to our man-shooting techniques. How we sort ours, how we crush theirs. There's much to be learned. Oh, Scotland's involved. Me, Scotland. Yeah, just me, Scotland, and the 13 against the UK. UK, the Burgundians, and the Mohicans for some reason? Well, alright, if you want to die. If you would like every one of your wretched lineage driven from the face of the earth, your land salted, your monuments desecrated, then by all means, face me. You will pretty up the borders of Sigvardia. Alright, there's their navy. Let's go try and face them. Just lure them into a proper battle by which to crush them. They don't have an admiral in the field right now. And they are... yeah, they're going into the channel. Trying to intercept me small boats. Very effective bait. Ow, they are trapped. Yep, and furthermore, throw the rest of them into the fight. 6 of theirs destroyed, including taking out the majority of the English capital ships. And they are probably in the middle of a broken retreat back towards London. Let's go ahead and lock that down. They do have a substantial army, which the Scots don't seem to be able to counter. And while I maybe could, I don't want to while still recovering from the brunt of the Burg War. The unending horror of the Burg War. A generation lost at Burg. Actually, I think just the... Yeah, just the 18 large should be able to lock that down. There's only 9 proper fighting ships in that pile, the rest is transport. So fuck them. Burg War 1. The Burg to end all war. %. Ah, somebody threw it off. It was 69% blockade. Who did that? Scotland. No, Hansland. For shame, Hansland. Also, wow, Hansland, you've been busy, Hansland. Look at your little colonial navy. Nice. Good work, Hansland. You've got spirit. I like that. Showing initiative. Taking an interest in our affairs. Now I wonder if Poland is gonna let the Burgundians walk an army into our territory again. Actually, the Burgundians are in Spain. Why are you in Spain? What are you doing standing around Spain, Burgundy? Of course, that is not a navy, it's a colonial defense force. Navies are for offensively projecting power. This is purely for maintaining peace. Now we're gonna have a nice thorough blockade of the English going on. And we will shortly see to the destruction of the Mohicans. For daring to take sides against us. Right, this is not technically our war, so I don't get to go about annexing these fellows today. Someday, though, you'll get yours. Sweden will remember this. And complete blockade of the British Isles. Currently in force. I mean, the Scots are having a bad time. The 40,000 English soldiers rampaging around the Highlands. And I feel confident that we can keep them under stress. Well, where are we getting all these spoils of war? Outlandish spoils of war, briefly swarming in. Alright, there's return to normal. Or should be returned to normal soon. There we go. We'd gotten a sizable burst of loot. Right, my support limits are a little down with my current reduction of territory waiting to be avenged. We'll get to that. Burgundians. Right. I am not the leader, so I cannot try to apply pressure to enemy allies. Oh, I have this free merchant. I'm not doing anything with this extra merchant that I have thanks to Parliament. Where should I send him? Sort of already have somebody operating in each of the zones I care about. I suppose I could just temporarily toss him here. Have him help with the pressure to slide Baltic value into Lubeck. I've accumulated a crop of arrows again. The Scots are not a load-bearing element of this alliance. If the Scots cave, nothing changes for us out here. The blockade continues. All of England's soldiers are still trapped in the Isles. Aiding Scotland would just cost me men that I need for my vengeance wars 10 years down the line. Getting closer every day. Yeah, if Scotland pieces out of this war, nothing changes for me. In fact, right now Scotland's losses are the entirety of English war score. Scotland owes everything they have to my generosity anyway. This is interest. This is them giving what's due. Oh hey, more Pope influence. Let's... Yeah, let's go with some church taxes. Truce with Commonwealth over. Peasants are uppity. Whatever. Let's see, I've refilled all of my diplomacy slots. With my new friends, the Pope and Spain. And the 13 colonies, where I suppose nominally I would be a friend of them once the war is concluded. I don't need Connaught for anything. Go away. Why have Connaught when 5 years from now I can reforge my alliance with good old Netherlands? My friend, Low Country. By just sitting back and blockading, I can make the English suffer. Ah, farewell, Bjorn. Great man of science that you were. I will replace you with an effective tax collector. Let every Swede be counted. And now I wait. Time is on our side. It's a defensive war. The 13 colonies need only to endure indefinitely, free of English tyranny. I can just maintain this blockade pretty much forever. Remain up to date on Diplotech, so let's up the boat limit. Can now build up to 105 boat. A fine crop. In fact, let's go ahead and commission those boat. Kong suffers from internal conflict. Quite a few boat. I figure I'll expand the big fleet up to 20, and then pad out the rest of those numbers with more trade patrol fleet. Maintain an even stronger grip on local commerce and convert that into precious cash. Keep my shipyards running day and night. Yeah, Britain, you've occupied Scotland. What now? What do you got? Nothing. The blockade is sustained, the exhaustion will build. Oh my, has New Scotland gone and done something rash? They are... Well, it looks like they're still in place. Yep. New Scotland is at 100 Liberty Desire. They are likely on the verge of looking to abandon the regular Scotland. Regular Scotland has been defeated. They are giving up 3 provinces to the British. Ooh, taxes, tobacco. That's just silly. Oh, the blockade must expand. See if I can bait their fleet into coming after me in the bay again. Put all them juicy, lonesome small boat over there in the channel. They have to take up responsibility for more blockading. Split the capital ships. There we go. This big fleet will head over to the Irish Sea. Lock that down. Let's see the break out there. 14 is good enough for half. Oh, you've met them in battle. Mess them up. Another English battleship down. There we go. That's pushing them back into harbor. We're establishing some degree of control. Purple Deckers will be researched soon. Final heavy ship type, which occurs in the campaign. After them, the Great Frigates will give us our final light ship. We already have the most advanced galleys that occur. I suppose better transports hypothetically are possible. Meh. Colonization continues. Burgundy is, as far as we can see, doing nothing. They have an army sitting over here in Spain for some reason. They have not moved to engage us in any degree. If I could spare the boats, I would blockade them, but Britain must take priority. Yeah, my prestige is in the hole anyway. Let's take all the pragmatic advice from our rude advisors. You can keep overlordship of your colonies pretty well all the way through. You just have to not squeeze them. Thanks, Parliament. Trade charters will mean money, which will mean power. Let's just deploy the temporary guy over to St. Lawrence. It will help improve the amount of wealth that's flowing through the area. And throw more of my extra admin points into tax boosts. And I can still afford yet more boats. Just 3 more years until I can reopen contact with the Netherlands. Why are my diplomacy slots full again? Who did I talk to? Oh, I still have a marriage with Connaught that I'd need to dissolve. That costs stability, so I'll leave that alone for now. I can afford a stability, but no need to do it at the moment. can wait until the war is over. Freshly mobilized boats sailing to the front every day. Ah, Sigvardia has sent their colonial defense fleet. Welcome. With my stake in this war, I cannot pursue a peace with the British. Because the only peace treaty I could negotiate for myself would be one where I'm abandoning the 13 colonies. And letting them be free is kind of optimal as far as fighting the British goes. Big boats have extremely high and disproportionate, like, very cost-relevant input for raw fighting capability, but they're also very expensive to maintain a large number of. And take longer to build, too. So, like, since the bulk of what I'm going to be adding to the fleet will be small boat anyway, and I can get them out faster, and they have the best blockade efficiency, and I want to continue expanding and maintaining my lockdown on the Isles. Those are what I want to build now. Once I have coverage established, I can afford to just slip in a couple more two-deckers. We're stealing 1.9 gold per month right now from our blockades. And indirectly a bit more, since the Sigvardians are also taking a share by handling the Irish Sea, which they then owe to us in taxes. I also have a shipyard over here. Good to know. The British lack innovative ideas, so they will be kept more firmly under stress. Burgundy had innovation, and that kept them going much longer than they would have otherwise under blockade. Finally finished that mission I had a long time ago. I will try to remain on vaguely friendly terms with Commonwealth. They should be dangerous, from their immense size. Patriotic donations from powerful merchants. Welcome. New, freshly drafted large boat. A part of why the English exhaustion would be staying relatively low right now is also, remember that you can spend points to force your exhaustion back down. They may have been buying off some of what they've accumulated. And the blockade only puts so much pressure on them. New Pope controlled by the Netherlands. Excellent. I will always bet on my burgs. My good and honest friends. Let's stay friendly with you guys. Apparently that eroded a little bit at some point. Right, because Spain is your rival. Blockades. Nature's invasion. Commonwealth, why do you do this? Why must you insult my sensibilities? You really believe you're not at fault here? Do you think you were above the consequences of abandoning me in the middle of a desperate struggle for survival? What did you expect would come of it? Apparently the other British North American colony has been nearly absorbed by the Haitians. Although, man, they are tenacious. Look at them. There they go in Patagonia. They just don't give up. The Scots owe all they have to me. Without Sweden, it would be a bunch of gutter kings living in exile on Tiny Horse Island. The 13 colonies have ended this war, unable to assert their independence, but instead just demanding a giant pile of money. A sizable portion of which has wound up in our hands. The 13 colonies now owe me 24 favors for extorting cash out of the British. What a war. Well, that certainly happened. Well, it was something to do while we waited for the diplomatic consequences to cool off. Just a few more months and we can reopen our embassy with the Dutch. Commonwealth successfully placated. At U-16, become our Baltic Sea fleet. U-12 are heading back to port. U-20 will become the new Lubeck fleet. And the 6 will head back to collect reinforcement. All these lovely boats need new homes. Also, I could go ahead and invest in some industry. My lands are perhaps a smidge underdeveloped. These 20 will be the new North Sea Patrol. And I was looking for 4 to join the Baltic Patrol. There's the new capital ship pile, to which I will add... Actually, yes. Cancel that. Instead, build a 2-decker. Six more years before we can initiate reconquest of our unlawfully stripped lands, of these rebellious provinces. Alright, that's my 60 new light ships out on patrol. Having a time. My diplomats are busy. Right, because one of you is busy buddying up. Have you come home, pick up the treaty, sail back out? Netherlands, eternal ally, welcome home. We've missed you. The great thing is, having been reduced to only Schleswig here, Holstein is no longer a member of the Empire. Austria will not defend them. You are doomed. Yeah, oh no, Frankfurt will come after us. Watch out for Frankfurt. Recovery goes well. I could re-establish ties with Commonwealth. Get out of here, Cannot. You're dead to me. Also, welcome home, Commonwealth. Do not betray me again. Spain! Spain, come on! Spain, we just went over— Yay! Spain! Don't do this. Spain. What? What? Just because you despise things I am also friends with, you don't— Come on. We've been over this. What about Burgundy? Don't you want to destroy— Burgundy must be destroyed. You understand this, Spain. You understand that we must do this together. Goodbye, Spain. You'll be missed. At least the Pope is still our friend. Yeah, we have all our manpower back. So, 12 years after the Great Burg War, kinda fucked up status quo? Hundreds of thousands dead for nothing. As is proper. What would it take to form a coalition against the Austrians? They are not being aggressive enough. And we do still have our truce with them. Our enmity with them is purely they are jerks and we hate them. Traditional sources of anger. Let's upgrade my border fortress. Keep my defenses up to date. And even if it takes me a bit over force limit, I'm gonna restore my army to its rightful size. We'll hire the soldiers now and fill out the logistics later, once we rebuild our proper borders. Yeah, there's the last of the truce from the big war. Well, the bulk of the last of the truce. Aurelia has allied with the Commonwealth. And Commonwealth would consider defending them. Mega Korea has been pretty stable for a while. Looks like they're going in on the Kazakh. Maybe Korea will reach out and make contact with Commonwealth from the other side. Commonwealth, you know damn well that's my sphere of influence. You get out of there. I created you, Commonwealth. I can destroy you. Give me just one excuse. Time for a fight. Time for revenge. What do we got? Show me on a map what we got. Bremen! My rival. What else have we got? Yeah, just a handful of, like, mid-German having a tussle with the Dutch. This will help us accumulate favors. This war involves no... have I spoken too soon? With respect... nope, it involves no Austria, no Spain. It involves Portuguese Australia, because it involves Portugal. And involving Portugal involves a non-trivial, but extremely manageable number of boat. A stronger Netherlands will give us a stronger position from which to avenge the injustice of the Burg Wars. I'll ship a stack over to support the, Oh, we also have Pomerania on side today. Interesting. It's Trier, Liège, Portugal, Wurzburg, Bremen. Farewell, Admiral Axel. Liège already defeated. Good. And the colonies continue to propagate themselves a little bit. As they should. "13 colonies are getting occupied by Songhai of all places. Britain, what are you doing to yourself?" Picking weird fights. Alright, new starts and beginnings, way inland. Gonna go close up the Hudson Bay coast. Leave my mission unassigned. See if anything nicer can pop up. Bergs, please understand that your contributions are going places. We are investing in the future. The strongest manufactory I could make. .46 out of trade company. 0.4 out of naval equipment. 0.6 out of weapon. That's definitely a leading candidate. 0.28 out of that. Various 0.2s out of plant. Okay, more weapon factory. Yes, we could only put textile there because this is our only province whose dominant trade good is something textile related. We have wool on Gotland. Nowhere else do we have wool or cloth within our territory. An Austrian papal controller. Ferraris produce fish, which I believe the manufactory that accords with is naval? Yeah, naval manufactories work with fish. Karelia has become a vassal of Commonwealth. You fuckers. I will break you. The relevant truces end in 21. In 3 years, we will go about conducting vengeance. Bremen has peaced. Discontent for now, because discontent is free. Also, supporting rebels requires a relevant rebel group, which there aren't any strong rebel presences, and not ones that would give me land. I want Karelia's government in general to kind of collapse. That's not the button I want to push at all. I want to tease this button. How angry is the clergy right now? Not angry at all. Let's get them angry. Get them angry, placate them politically, and turn that money into more economy building of some sort. Got all my boats, got all my soldiers. What else do I need here? I could move up to stock exchanges in some of my major trade zones. Yeah! That's the good shit. Yeah, you know what? Forget you, Poland, Lithuania. Commonwealth is no longer my friend. You are my rival. Spain. My brother. Austria, I still hate you, but you can wait. That will dissolve my connection with the Pope. I'm okay with that. I'm alright with the Pope backing out on me. I can manage that. Having confirmed that the Poles are in fact nerds, we have ditched them. Spain, my new best friend. Poland-Lithuania has an extensive coastline that I can blockade. And let's go ahead and turn some of that cash into rank 2 minister. Just to continue pushing the line on technology and ideas. Karelia now at war with Kazakh. Kazakh being fought by Commonwealth. I created you, Commonwealth. I can destroy you. We will not forget your betrayal in the fires of the Burg War. They are currently in a very tiny, manageable war that is not really a proper distraction. Allied with France, the Pope, also the Netherlands, and Circassia. A strange combination. Parliament is currently discussing trade charters, or finished discussing trade charters, and that is in place. Parliament cannot begin arguing again until 22. I think the timeline is, in 21, we conduct the first two Vengeance Wars. Once they are firmly locked down and our territory is reasserted, then we rally for Third Vengeance War. And remind Commonwealth where they came from, how they got there, and what it means to heed the Swede.